This is Soy,
And this is Dyra,
and you're listening to Hair and Whatever.
Unfiltered Salon Talk. Hey y'all, so this is Soy,
What up,
and
what up?
I am Dyra, and today we have a special guest on the show. We always have a special guest on the show. Can you guys introduce yourselves? You guys they're hairstylists from the A, so...
Yes, my name is Kat Bell.
And my name is Sahara Jimenez.
And tell us a little bit about you guys, like what you guys do and who you are,
Well,
your social security. Okay, all right.
Blood type.
Right.
prick
All
my
the
finger.
tea.
Right.
My name is Kat Bell, like I said, and I'm a natural hair care professional. I've been in the natural hair business for over 20 years. Kind of like I went natural in '98. And I did the natural thing here in Atlanta when nobody was doing it.
Sure was.
It was not cool, but it was cool to me.
Right.
It was cool to us.
Right.
Right. We had our little backpacker boyfriends back in the day, right?
Down little 5 points.
Yeah, down a little 5 points. And so, yeah, that's what we do. My daughter, Sahara, is my business partner.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how everything comes full circle. You know, I grew up in Little 5 Points with Soy, my mom, 6 years old, watching them do hair. You know, I went to college and everyone was like, you should do hair in the dorms. You should do hair in the dorms. And I was like, no, I'm not doing hair. I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, she detested it. She
Yeah,
couldn't.
I mean, and then, you know, reality hit and I was like, maybe I should work with my mom. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Keep
So,
it all in the family.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right. It's already there. So here we are.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so what we talking about, Soy?
So basically, we are talking about today. We're gonna have a Q&A with just all of us, since we're all natural hairstylists, and we're gonna get some questions answered, and then we're gonna talk about loyalty is royalty. How loyal are you to your BFF? So that should be fun too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the whatever part.
Me too. Right, especially all of us like being
the
in
hair,
the
whatever, the whatever
Mhm,
part.
the whatever part, especially us being in the salon and stuff. You know, like salon talk, getting
Right.
thrown
Oh,
around.
yeah.
and all
Yeah,
that.
it gets pretty intense.
Yeah.
It's
Depending
good
on who's
stuff.
in the salon.
Exactly.
Good information
Just
goes
never
out, comes out in the
know.
salon.
Oh, yeah.
It
Yeah.
does.
So yeah, that's why we, wanted to bring it to the viewers, to everyone, like
right,
yeah.
right.
good talk, you
Yeah.
know?
Natural hair salon experience.
Exactly.
It is definitely a different vibe when you're dealing with natural hair.
Right.
Yeah.
I believe so too.
Yeah. Definitely.
All right, so let's get to this Q&A with natural hairstylists from the A, all of us,
Right.
although I'm not from the A.
But you in the A.
But you in the A, right?
Right.
Okay, so we had questions from our followers and all that stuff that were asking, so we just put them all together, and we just wanted to answer those questions all together.
All right.
So one of the questions is, what is your professional recommendation for home hair care? So let's give it to her.
To me. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
My professional recommendation for home hair care. Well, first of all, I would like to say that each person, you are the guardian or doctor, for lack of a better word, of your hair, of your entire body. So I always say, get familiar with your hair and always have a natural hair care stylist or professional that you can kind of always go to ask questions or for like some maintenance. I think that everybody should visit a hair salon or have a hairstylist, and not go all the time, but you should definitely go and have someone. But I also feel like people should know how to familiarize themselves with their hair. I think you should know how to do something to your hair. You got it. It's like having a car and not knowing how to do just the basic things.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and even though, sometimes people are afraid of natural hair. It's like, what?
Yeah, I have clients that don't even want to do their hair.
Yeah.
I do too, and I have them, and that's fine. That's like job security.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I always say with home hair care, especially when you're natural now, a lot of people, they have all the DIY things you can do, and they're amazing. So, that's how I feel about, home
It's
hair
funny how like when you talk to a natural hairstylist, how they say, oh, you know, your home, you shouldn't come to the beauty shop all the time. You know, you do your maintenance at home. But when you speak to someone else, it's like, come to me, come to me, come to me.
All the time.
You know,
Yeah.
let's put this heat in your hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
it's like, as a natural hairstylist, is important, and you know you're talking to someone who's knowledgeable with these things. Like, okay, well, you're coming to this. You can't come to me all the time because
Yeah.
you're gonna, you know,
Yeah.
it's not good for your hair.
It's
you
not
know?
good for your hair, and everybody can't afford it. So
Right.
just because
Right.
you can't afford to go to the hair salon,
that's being a
don't mean
realist,
You
you
need
know?
to look raggedy.
Yeah.
And
Right,
I
yeah.
respect that.
Exactly.
you
Yeah,
know?
I mean, when you have natural hair, you have to have your go-to hairstyle. Like, I think everyone has that one go-to hairstyle that they like to wear when they're doing their own hair. You know, like you have a good product that moisturizes your hair. You have a good wash, condition, and moisturize routine that you stick to that works for you. You know, but like my mom was saying, you have to familiarize yourself with your hair to know what kind of products work for you and the time and what you are or are not willing to do on a
Right.
consistent basis.
Your lifestyle
you know.
and all of
Yeah,
that.
all of that. Like,
But
you
I
know.
will say there is a place for. But if hair is not your thing, get you a good hairstylist that
Yeah,
you trust.
Definitely.
All
I
right?
believe
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like even we were having that conversation the other day, and you was like, oh, so you would tell people like not to come every week, remember?
Right.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, like I don't, especially if they're getting like heat styles, you
Oh,
know,
yeah,
like I say,
definitely.
Oh,
like you
yeah.
can only come to me twice a month.
But what if
Yeah.
you have that one client that just doesn't want to do their hair and wants to come every week?
I tell them, okay, well, you know, I'll put heat in your hair, but then for 1 week, but then that second week,
Right.
you have to wear it natural.
Natural.
Or,
You know, you
like,
need to
do
do a roller set
or
or
something.
Right.
something.
And that's what we
Yeah.
spoke about,
Yeah.
roller
Yeah,
set.
because
like,
we are the hair police.
Right, we the hair
Jump on
police.
it.
Like you can't come to
You
me
can't
every
do
week.
that.
No,
we're
you
not
can't.
going to do it because I'm in charge of keeping your hair beautiful.
And
this
healthy.
is going to degrade your hair.
Exactly. And I feel like we do ourselves, you know, a disservice, like as stylists. And when you just think about, you know, if you're thinking about the end goal of just, you know, money, then
Right.
no, like you
Right.
need to think about the
Right.
client's health.
Right.
Because
Right.
that's the end goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the end
That's
goal.
the end
Right,
goal.
always.
Healthy
Yes,
hair.
the money will come. You
Yeah.
know, just think about, you know, you want your
Yeah.
clients to have healthy hair.
And that's how
Right.
you keep. That's how you maintain relationships. That's how you maintain relationships with your clients, and you make friends with them, and you know you're there to take care of them.
Because
Right.
a
They
big
love
part
you
of it
as much as you
really
love them.
is all about trust.
It is,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
when
law.
they come into you.
how about you, Soy?
Um,
What's your professional recommendation from home care? I know we speak about it a lot, but
yeah.
since we're on the topic,
Well, home care, I feel like to piggyback what Kat was saying, I feel like you should know your hair, you know, so you should have, you know, products at the house to, you know, that goes with your hair, that's gonna, you know, help your hair, that's for your hair type. So we're not like, when you come to the salon, you're not like, oh, starting from ground zero all the time because you don't have, you know, the proper hair routine at the house. So I feel like that's a
Right.
really big
Oh my
thing,
God.
is
Yeah.
owning those products that we, you know, that we use on you at the house if you are going to be doing that.
Right.
right?
So that's like, I'm really big on that, because don't come to me like I'm doing everything that I can at this one visit, but then you don't, you know,
don't
you're
do
using
the
freaking
same.
suave.
Yeah.
Twist your
yeah.
hair down
Oh,
at
yeah.
night.
Yeah,
Put your
yeah,
bonnet
do
on.
something.
I tell my
Right.
clients,
Yeah.
when you get in the shower, tie your hair down, shower cap, and then when you go to sleep, tie your hair down, like
Right.
Right.
religiously. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's my thing. How about you?
I mean, same here. You know, I'm super big on deep conditioning. Every time you shampoo, deep condition, oil your scalp. You know, eat healthy, because you know you gotta
That. Yep.
Yeah.
from
Right.
within.
Right. Oh, yeah. That's
so
a big
that's
part of it.
you know
That's a
home
big
hair
part,
care
too.
for me. A lot of people, you know, I've gotten a lot of like DMs in the past, like, oh my God, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I eat healthy, I drink water.
Right.
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 The
Right.
basics.
The basics.
Right,
Right.
and people are like, what? Eat
Don't
healthy?
put chemicals on my scalp.
Right.
Oh, yeah. They don't get the connection with that.
No,
Eating
people
healthy.
do not.
They think that
It's like-
they want a miracle product that's going to change it.
And it's not. And
Yeah.
it's a
But you know what's
combination of
interesting?
everything.
Yeah.
I find it interesting. You can always tell the clients who take care of their hair at home, who have a routine. You can always tell.
Yeah.
That's
And I
true.
tell my clients that, like, I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those that like to do henna not just for the color, but for the conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I need to do this.
Really?
This is nice.
Okay, so next question is there a technique I can do to trim my own hair at home?
Hell no. Bring your ass
No.
to the salon.
Not
I
if you want it
mean,
done right.
Right.
Even I work, I grew up in a
Like,
salon.
what is that?
I grew up in a salon, and before I went to school, I wouldn't do color. I'm not cutting nobody, so I'm not cutting my hair.
Right.
I'm not playing with color. I'm not playing with the scissors. I went to school. I learned what I needed to learn. And I come to the salon, you know what I mean, and do it properly.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
people are cutting their hair. You don't know if you're cutting it too much or
It's
if you're cutting
ridiculous.
enough. You're wasting
Right.
time.
Or straight, or
Right.
even.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're trying to retain length.
Right.
Yeah. Like,
You
I
know?
don't even cut my own hair.
No, I don't cut my
Like,
hair.
you doing hair this way versus doing hair this way
Listen.
is totally
different.
different.
And it's uncomfortable, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And time
Like, why would
consuming.
Yeah. So you don't recommend anything? Like, you don't know?
Bring your
I've
ass-
seen YouTube videos where people like put their all the hair forward and tie it or
It's
something like that, and then
ridiculous.
cut it. That's what I've seen on YouTube.
And then they using those like the
YouTube University.
freaking
Yeah.
the scissors that you do arts and crafts with.
Oh my god.
Not even shears.
That will give you split ends.
Right.
Right.
That will
You're
literally
using
give you
jacked
split
Yeah,
up
it will.
scissors. You
Yes.
know,
It
like you're not
will.
even
Yes.
using you're using scissors. You're not using shears.
Right.
When I see
Okay.
that, it hurts my heart.
Your
It's
shears
like,
from the
hey.
kitchen.
Right. That you cut open a bag of chips with and
Stop
stuff.
playing.
Right.
Like, come on, y'all gotta step it up. Stop it.
You don't
is good
recommend
stuff.
anything?
It's good stuff we're saying here. I want my people to hear this.
Right.
Y'all need to hear this.
Tag on YouTubers with this
Yeah, for
nonsense.
sure.
All right. So, what products is the next question? What products do you guys recommend? You guys go.
Well, personally, my hair is blonde. I keep it twisted up for the most part. And when I do wear it out, I'll blow it out. And we have a conditioner. I mean, we make our own products. So
Right.
They're readily available. I use a shampoo. I use a conditioner. If I don't feel like blowing my hair out or do anything to it, I'll just do the coconut conditioner and use that as a leave-in. Otherwise, I'm putting the butter on my scalp and on my ends. I use a little bit of the hair growth oil, and I twist my hair up.
Yeah.
Now, what you also
Personally.
like, what she likes to use, and then we recommended the treatments is the Olaplex. Is that what it is?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I mean
For
yeah.
color treated hair.
I use
Yeah.
Olaplex. I don't use it on my hair as much as I probably should, but I always refer my clients.
I'm not
to
a
use
fan
it.
of the plexis.
Really? Why?
Because like when I took a class, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my color class was telling me, about plexis versus keratin, and they were saying that the
Okay.
plexis, just the technology behind it, it builds up on the hair. Versus like a keratin, where the keratin actually,
Goes
links.
in.
Because your
And
hair
mimics
is
the
built
actual-
Makes it
made
made
of
of
keratin.
keratin.
Exactly.
Accepts it better.
Yeah,
Okay.
it accepts the
Okay.
hair
Yeah.
better than the plexis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't use it often,
Mm-hmm.
but I do use it on my hair. But I don't know, I have strong hair. I haven't noticed like any major breakage. But,
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely look into that.
Yeah,
I didn't
look
know
into the
that.
keratin
Yeah.
instead of the plexis.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like the hair itself will.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's much
Right.
better for it. 'Cause
Well, that's why we link, right?
hey, I didn't
Right.
know it either until I went to my
Right,
class.
until you knew it.
Yeah, I was
Right.
like, oh, okay.
Well, I mean, that's what it's about. You have to talk.
Right.
You have
And
to
you
have.
gotta
That's why these conversations
And be
are
willing to
Right.
absorb the information.
Exactly.
Right. And
And
not
to
to be
continue
closed-minded.
it.
Well,
Right.
I use
Right.
this because
Well, I know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a hairstylist for 5 years.
Right, and I've always used
doing this.
5 years.
Right. Yeah. So how about you? What products? Obviously, they have their own. So I'm sure they're using their own.
Yeah, we use our products.
Just tell us about your line.
Yeah.
So there's 6 products in our line. I gave you the pamphlet, and it just kind of details all of our products. We have a shampoo, and they're all natural.
And she has a clarifying shampoo.
We have a clarifying shampoo. It's made with black soap.
Love it.
We make them all
Black soap is medicinal, by the way.
Yeah, it was antifungal, and we really, really worked on them. Like we've been making them for years. And,
I remember.
Yeah, and we
used to shake them.
Yeah, I remember. But at first, we had only 2 products for years, and then it's like, well, if you're gonna get serious about this thing, got to have an entire line. And so, my partner here, she came up, and she's like this Miss Doctor person who's just.
The herb doctor.
Holistic. She's the
a
herb
bruja.
doctor.
I'm a bruja.
Sissy bruja. Right. See, yes. And so we have a hair growth oil. It's a hair. I worked at the Wellness Center in Little Five Points at Seven Under. And, of course, I raised her with herbs and all that. And so she just, like, took it a step further than me. She's, like, much better than me. You know what I mean? And so typically what happens is she's like, Mom, use this, that. She does all the research, and I'm like the chemist. I'm like, yeah, this is good. Right. Smell that. What do you think? Feel this, right? And so we just kind of developed everything. Hair growth oil also doubles as an amazing detangler. It's really good, like on natural hair. Not if you're about to press it out now.
Right.
Just, if you're about to rock something natural, twist outs and all that good stuff, or braids. They're really good for extension styles also. We have butter. That was like our number one. It's shea butter based, but it's like we use a premium shea butter, organic coconut oil. It's amazing. Olive oil. We have a twist and lock gel, which is really good for locks, lock maintenances, twists.
I need to try that one.
Twist sets.
Yeah.
Twist sets. We have an essential oil moisturizer. Like I'm like, ditch your braid spray. Don't be buying no Bronner Brothers and
I know exactly.
Hold on, Head and Shoulders just announced that they have a braid spray, guys. Head and Shoulders.
No.
Yes.
A braid spray?
Yes. Yes, and it was targeting, the commercial was targeting the sister girl.
Yeah, they do.
And I'm telling y'all.
Pantene has done it too, talking about something they have African-American chemists and stuff.
Oh,
No.
really? No, this is all natural. It's a great moisturizer, detangler, and braid spray. It's got tea tree oil, and it's got things in it that you could literally, our product, I'm not going to say you can make it yourself.
Right.
But if you want a natural hair care product, and it's all natural, that you want to just go and buy on the shelf, or you want to, what, I need this, you can buy it. We got it.
Right.
Everybody don't feel like making no product. Nobody have time for that.
Right.
But you do want good stuff.
Yeah.
You want, when you want it, you can put it on your baby.
Right.
You can put it in your newborn baby's hair.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
I did it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm, well, not her. She wasn't, it was on the other one.
Right. Yeah. One of the babies.
One of the
years
babies,
ago.
right. But yeah, so that's our natural hair care brand, and we really love it. We're really proud of it. We stand behind it, and we're looking forward to it growing and just really getting it out there to the people, because the people need it. And we are all about, I was telling her off the camera, and this is kind of sidebar, I don't want to hog the conversation, but I was telling her off the camera that in our studies, we found that, I saw some statistics that said that relaxer sales have plummeted 38% since 2002, and that by 2020, that's in a few months, so it's probably now.
She's counting.
Yeah,
Countdown, right? We should do a countdown.
Yeah, relaxer sales will be the smallest segment of the hair care industry, period.
That's so
when at one
awesome.
point they were the largest.
The largest.
Right.
And I say Black Power, y'all. Let's
Yep.
knock them down. We don't want that stuff. It's carcinogenic. It's bad for you.
Yeah.
And we don't believe in it. We're
Right.
a team natural.
I don't believe in it. And I love that the fact that there's generations that haven't even had relaxers.
Like our
Zari is
children
like
haven't had-
17
yeah.
and never, she's
What
never
is
even
that?
been
Right.
introduced to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, what
Like
is that?
Avi doesn't even
relaxer?
know probably what it is.
Right.
Right.
You know?
Right.
that?
I mean,
Like
it's-
what?
I mean, and I don't like to, what do you call it? Perm shame?
Yeah,
I just
like,
made that up.
creamy crack shame.
Creamy crack shame. But it's not good for you. It's like, we don't drink malt liquor. It's really bad for you. Let's
Right.
just be honest.
Right.
You don't want that in your system.
Right.
You don't want that on your hair.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want
Because
that
it
on
gets
your
into
body.
your skin. Your skin is the largest
Absolutely.
organ.
I mean,
so
it gets into your scalp.
Right.
Yeah, on
What's
on
under your scalp?
Your brain.
brain.
Yeah. People don't think that's literally seeping into your scalp
does.
by your
It
brain.
does.
Right.
People don't think that literally, but things really are that literal. You
It's
know
that,
what I mean?
it's that
simple.
basic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what they say? You put a nicotine patch on your skin, or a birth control patch on your skin.
Right,
It's
and
good.
the
Yeah, you
chemicals.
don't even think. Right. It's the
You ain't
chemical.
getting, you ain't about to get pregnant.
Right.
So
Because of
imagine-
a patch
patch
that's
on
on
your
outside
skin,
of your
yes.
The
skin.
most
Right.
sensitive
So
organ
think
in the
about
body.
how
Yeah.
the
I'm just
relaxing-
saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
How about you, Soy?
Yeah. What was the question?
So what we talking about?
What we talking about? What we had said. What we had said was. What was it?
What products you recommend?
Oh, yeah.
that.
Circle back to that. Yeah, well, so I'm always like, they not paying me, but like I love Alpha Parf, of course, and I love my products. Oh my God, I've heard like great reception from my products regarding like just natural hair. You know, it might be a little bit too heavy for the
If you're straightening.
Right.
your hair,
Right.
You know,
The
but-
conditioner, because
the conditioner.
the shampoo and the clarifier are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just like the conditioner, like especially if you're not a professional and you don't know how to like really rinse out conditioner, cool water, and really rinse until the bubbles are gone,
Right.
then it might be a little bit too heavy. So I
Right.
just recommend, those two brands. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about you?
So obviously, I've always known about Alpha Parf.
Right.
Right. But coming and working with Soy, I love Alpha Parf and her OMG hair products, her clarifier shampoo, and even conditioner on natural hair it's amazing. Also, if I had to choose like something on the shelf, it would be Oidod.
I never used that. I want to try it.
I've used they have a good clarifier as
who?
well.
You said
Oyadad.
Oidod.
Oh, I've never heard
I've
of them.
seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more like higher end where they have it like at Ulta. I've seen it at
Okay,
Ulta
yeah.
Okay.
more
Okay.
so. Also, and I'm not even like a fan as much as I used to be, Diva Curl.
Okay.
okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I have my own, my oil. So
Right.
I use that all the time, and I recommend an oil. And the reason why I started is because I was looking for an oil when I cut my hair, and I wanted something authentic. I wanted something that I knew was going to work.
Right.
Yeah.
So, that's
Hey.
my recommendation, but yeah.
Natural is where it's at.
Yeah.
Right.
It is.
Yeah.
It's where it's at.
So you want to
Yeah, so the next one that we have, okay. If I want to maintain my hair at home, what tools do you recommend?
and that's
Tools
a good
are
one.
a big thing.
As much as
Man.
products are
Tool and technique.
right.
Yeah, tool
Tool and
into technique.
technique.
Yeah.
Um,
So for me, I like for my irons, I like H2 Pro. I like that. And then for my dryer, it's going to be an ionic dryer. I used to really like the Legacy dryer. I like FHI, as long as it's ionic. And I cannot remember the dryer that I actually have.
And these are
I'm
dryers
using.
and things that people can have at home.
Right.
Exactly, but they're going to have to go through a professional to get it, like a
Right.
distributor to get it.
Right. And
Right.
they're not about to do that.
Right.
yeah, you gotta be
so-
careful with those hot tools at home too. Though. Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, all
You
of that
know.
stuff, matters, even from your combs, like your
Oh,
carbon
yeah,
combs.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what? I tell my clients to throw their handheld away.
Yeah, all of that.
You don't need a handheld because, there's a technique to blow drying the hair.
Yeah.
Right? And,
the brushes.
oh my God, you can literally, like, your hair will be brittle from blow drying it and you just don't know.
You
Right.
don't know
how to
why.
do it.
Why?
Right.
Right.
And
Pulling it all
sometimes
the way,
people
yeah.
don't even like realize that when that blow dryer, if you're doing it and you see all the fumes in the air, that means that there's still product in the hair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you
Clarified
haven't really
your hair.
shampooed your hair correctly. So it's just a lot that plays a part into, doing it at home. But if you had to, then, invest in the right tools.
Right.
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 Invest
You
in
know.
them, and it costs money, and that's why people just go to the professional.
Right.
Right.
And, your shears, like I have $800 shears, Hanzo, like all of that stuff matters.
Yeah,
the
totally.
combs, the brushes, the flat irons, the blow dryers. I mean, we invest in all these products.
Right.
Right.
And tools.
Right. To deliver the best service to the
Right.
clients.
That's right.
Professional
Exactly.
results.
Right.
Hair growth.
Right.
So what about you guys?
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
she
pretty
said
much.
throw it away, so
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, I generally don't suggest, especially when I have clients that come that ask me those questions. They're generally like young girls. Their moms are like, "Can you, how should she do this? What she do?" I'm like, "Oh, I just bought her a curling iron." Like, don't give that little girl a curling iron. 'Cause
Oh,
she's
no.
gonna burn her hair off.
Right.
Personally, I have the I forgot what it's called. It's a Babyless. I have the Babyless blow dryer.
I've used that before.
We don't do too many flat irons. I don't remember the name of the flat iron.
Right.
But I definitely suggest a good paddle brush.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
To brush your hair out the way. Brush your hair out all the way in a wide tooth comb. And I generally prefer to kind of start towards the root a little bit, not to the point where you're like ripping the hair out, but just so you're not putting too much stress on the ends. Combing it out from the end to root. Pull those naps up towards the end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And comb it out so that way you're not putting as much stress in your ends. So, yeah. That's what I use.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And so how often should I deep condition? What do you guys recommend?
Well,
Well, I think it depends on how you wear your hair.
it depends on the hair.
It depends on your hair.
Yeah.
It depends on how you wear your hair. If your hair is colored, if you have color in your hair, I would suggest deep conditioning your hair. So especially if it's blonde, like deep conditioning it every time you wash it. Not every time you wash it. If you have natural hair, people generally wash their hair every 2 to 3 weeks. I would suggest doing a deep condition every 2 to 3 weeks if you have like blonde natural hair to keep it moisturized. I know for me personally, I keep my hair in twists. So I would deep condition it every time I take my hair out because I'm keeping my twists in for 1 to 2 months at a time, But I think for anyone who has like healthy hair, once a month,
What do you suggest? What do you think?
I do it every time. Like I've seen the difference. Like when I shampoo my hair,
Yeah.
like every time I do a hair mask or a deep condition.
Under the dryer. And you say under the dryer.
Under the hydrator.
Under the hydrator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep,
Right.
and I do it every single time. Cause I've been working on my curls because
Got you.
My curls are like not to its fullest because I'm not willing to like not be straight or not be colored.
Right.
So
Right.
Which is why it depends on how you wear your hair.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Because-
I'm gonna deep condition it every single time. I
Right,
do.
because
So
you
for
can't
all of your
moisturize it the
clients,
way
you
you
deep
need to.
condition them every time.
Not every time.
Right.
We ask,
Yeah,
but
right,
some people
right.
don't want to do it. It
Right,
just
of
depends
course.
on
And there's so many deep conditioners that there's some for just to moisture, especially with curly hair. Like curly
Right.
hair loves moisture.
It
Right.
does.
So-
it needs it.
Right. So you
Yeah.
want to deep condition, and like I said, there's so many deep condition. If you feel like your hair is dry, maybe you need moisture, or if maybe you feel like if you've colored your hair, maybe you need a protein treatment. You know,
Definitely.
Yeah.
or maybe
Definitely.
we have the line Alpha Parf, and it's like for normal hair, for
Yeah.
when just to deep condition and
Right.
add
Yeah.
that extra moisture, and
Exactly.
obviously rinse those products out, with cold water.
Right,
So
right.
that's what I recommend. Like I even before color, after color, I deep condition and I shampoo once a week.
Yeah, I don't wash my hair that often. But I
Yeah.
think it definitely it depends. It depends.
Right, it
I
depends on
mean,
you.
Yeah.
And how much
What works for
hair,
you.
how much oil your hair
Exactly. Like people with
retains.
fine hair,
Right.
have to shampoo
Yep.
more. People.
Yeah,
And
I
that-
have a lot of fine hair, so I
Right.
have to shampoo more.
And that goes back to knowing your hair.
Right.
Right. I know
I
from my
mean,
texture, I
yeah.
definitely, I have locks now, but when I didn't have locks with my fro, I have to condition often.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Often.
Right.
And I have to keep it moisturized.
Right.
Yeah.
And I have to oil my scalp. And I know a lot of people, they teach women, they tell women not to oil their scalp
Right.
anymore. And it's old school. But for me and my texture,
Yeah.
that is the answer.
Right.
I got to put oil on that scalp.
Yeah, but oils for one help seal in the moisture, and
Yeah.
then also it's food for your scalp.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
to. I spray it. I keep it now. I'm working with keeping my hair moisturized in these locks, and what I've learned is my hair needs to stay moist. Like I keep it kind of wet, and I do that with vegetable glycerin and water mixture.
Yeah.
I spray it, and then I put my oil on it.
Right. To seal
Yeah.
the
And
moisture.
it
Best
is,
for
and
glycerin is
it, and
great.
it, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. For my 4C hair,
Yeah.
that's what it needs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I used to tell women that. Like, I used to tell my clients, you know, before I met Diane, she would be like, nah, you need the oil. Like, I would tell my clients.
Why you got to do that voice, though?
Right. I used to tell them, you know, like, no, don't. Your hair is going to produce its own oil. And it does, you know, your hair,
does.
especially if you're wearing it straight, you know. But I've learned that, yeah, you know, that is when you're wearing it curly or even towards you're about to shampoo your hair to put that nutrients in there. Because
Right.
your hair
Right.
needs it.
But you know what the problem is? I'll say this. You don't oil your scalp with products that have petroleum in them.
Right.
That's the thing.
Right.
That's what
like
you don't
greasing
want.
the scalp
No.
with,
Right.
Yeah, I've never.
That's not.
some
That's
Blue
not in my
Magic or
realm.
some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I've never used Blue Magic before.
No, you haven't.
Do they
Right.
still sell it though?
Yes, they do. Yes,
Who
they
is
do.
buying Blue
Royal,
Magic?
What is it, Royal Crown?
Royal Crown,
Magic.
and Dax and
They
all that
still
stuff.
they still making money, baby.
I mean,
But you know what? We're on a flight to knock them off because this black hair. We're black women, and we need that.
right.
We should own that.
Yeah.
They've been feeding us nothing but bullshit.
Yeah, and y'all seen the
Bullshit. Yeah.
statistics that black women's hair care products are the highest in bad chemicals.
Yeah.
They are the highest.
Yeah.
What's
Wow.
up with that? Why didn't?
Right.
Right.
Right. What in the eugenics?
What is going on?
So, last question. How often can I straighten my hair without compromising my curls?
Yeah, we kind of already, you know me. I'm like,
Good
you can't come to me
question.
every week. I do.
Right.
I do 2 times a month. That's it.
And
Yeah.
but even 2 times a month, you're still compromising.
Yeah,
your
of
curls.
course. And
No,
even
definitely.
you're still, anytime you put heat on it, you still gonna compromise.
Right.
I tell
Right.
people to take a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a
I
break.
do my curls I straighten my hair every 3 months, and that's when I'm gonna
Do your
get
trim.
yeah,
Yeah.
get a trim.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because you know, I have clients like, oh, I haven't straightened my hair in a year, and I want to get a silk press, and I feel like if I'm silk pressing your hair and I'm pressing the hell out of your hair, putting heat in your hair, it's gonna get straight, but I've had people come like, I just got it straightened one time and it's damaged.
Yeah.
And it's because your hair's not trained. So if your hair's not trained and I want to get it straight, then I'm going to have to press the hell out of it. And 9 times out of 10, depending on your hair, how much heat your hair can handle, you're probably going to get a little damage. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I personally, especially when I was in high school, I tried to go back and forth between like straightening it and wearing it natural, and I just couldn't.
Right.
Because I would get those straight pieces that would stick out, and I was just like, I can't do both.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
and
And
then
some
you,
people,
that's
yeah.
part of knowing your hair.
Knowing your
Yeah.
hair,
Right,
that's right.
right.
Yeah.
And what you want
Some
for
people
yourself.
can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I go
Never
back
press
and forth
mine.
all the time,
Yeah.
and I can.
And I
you
can
know?
too.
Right.
Yeah,
I never
hair
pressed my
bites.
hair, guys.
You never did ever, Kat?
No, not since I went natural.
Oh wow.
Never. It's just like no.
Yeah.
But you know why? Because I look better with natural hair.
Mm-hmm.
Straight hair is just not my best look.
Right.
Gotcha.
You gotta know what your best look is. guys.
Right. And that's another thing too. You got to know like.
Right. What's your recommendation as far as like if
For pressing,
to not compromise the curls?
it's the same thing you guys say. Like you can't come more than twice a month for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't.
Yeah.
Are you gonna compromise it?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I know if I am going to straighten someone's hair, get like a thermal protecting conditioner, do a wet spray, thermal protection, and then when you're straightening the hair, a dry protection. Try to keep the hair as protected as possible. That's what I like to do.
And see,
Yeah.
I don't
No.
press hair. I can. I came up doing hair, right? I've always done hair. When I was in high school, I'm talking about I had a different weave like once a week. You know what I'm saying? I was doing my whole full-on bonding them in then,
Right.
But,
People still be bonding.
yeah,
Oh,
but as
yeah.
time, went on and I went natural, I just don't press. I just strictly deal with natural hair.
And that's okay.
She does. Hair is like, that's her thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just,
Right. You just
Right.
rather do natural
and not to say
styling.
that I can't, it's
That's just
my
not your
thing.
niche.
Yeah, it's not my niche.
Yeah,
And
everyone
that's
has-
okay.
Yeah,
And
everyone
knowing
has
that
their
is like, okay, well,
Absolutely.
I'm
and
not
I know
gonna
it.
go to
Yeah.
her.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
You know?
Right. And that's a good thing.
And
I
I
think
send
some
them to
stylists
her.
need to
I
do
send
that.
them to her. You know
Yeah.
what? Like, okay, this is what's your
Outsource.
best thing.
Yeah.
This is my best thing. What and
Right.
that's how I do that.
Right.
Right.
It's like the other day we were at the salon and we bought food, Soy and I, and she sells cupcakes and she started selling
Oh God.
she was selling food, but her niche, you can tell, is cupcakes and all that stuff. So, we were hungry, so we ended up buying food from her. And it wasn't.
It wasn't.
And
wasn't.
I wish I would have wasted the calories on the cupcake.
Oh my
She wanted that
God.
Because then it would have been worth it.
Because I would have been satisfied.
gotta
And
think
now
about
I'm like,
those
I'm not
things.
gonna.
Yeah.
gotta
Right.
make
That's
it
so
count.
real.
Because
Yeah.
everybody
So
does,
real.
everyone has their gifts that they did, and they need to stick in it.
And that's
Right.
you have to know that. That is important.
Right, like I can't start changing tires when I know, even if I know how to change my own tires. Like
Right.
just stick to what you know.
Absolutely.
Right.
It makes things way easier on the other end.
Right.
Exactly.
When
I
you're
mean,
dealing
and
with
yourself.
customers.
And even for your clients, because your clients, look, tell me if you don't do that, then don't do that on my hair, because
That's
you're gonna
right.
mess my hair up.
That's
Let me
right.
go to somebody who
Right.
specializes in that.
Right.
Right.
Like, let's be real.
Don't say
You
yes
know,
just because you want the money.
Just because you want the
Exactly, 'cause
money.
it's gonna backfire.
yeah.
Don't do it.
Stylists, come on now.
Don't do
Come
it,
on
y'all.
now.
Let's go.
Don't do it.
All right, so let's get into our slipped into the DMs.
Okay.
You know what? We forgot to do our crown.
Crown. We'll do our crown.
Okay. Yes, let's do our crown.
So this
You
week,
have to say the crown because I. Oh no, I know the crown.
yeah,
Yeah,
you know the
it's
crown. So this
No.
week we're gonna give the crown to two people, and they looked gorgeous.
Yes.
Tia Mowry and Tamera. Her baby's first birthday was this weekend, and she
Yeah.
wore her hair like in curly hairstyle,
Uh-huh.
and then her sister wore
so cute.
yes, super cute faux
Who's that?
locks.
Tamera.
Tamera. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Isn't that cute?
Yeah, so this is her with the baby.
Right.
Yeah. And the
Yeah.
locks.
And it's on her, their
Sister,
Instagram.
sister.
Yeah.
You see how good she looks?
She looks really.
She looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're both rocking their natural hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So those are the hair crowns.
Oh,
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crown me, baby.
Yes. All right, so let's get into so we gonna go live?
Yes, we're gonna go live. We're
gonna
gonna,
go
slip into the DM. And anyone who has a question.
Okay, cool. Well, I kind of wanted to say this. We're doing this giveaway, right? Glam for a Day giveaway.
Oh, nice.
And basically, we're always doing these amazing photo shoots, and we've got this amazing team of people. Because you just got to be ready for the magazines when they call.
Right.
When they want something, you got to be able to give it to them.
Right.
Gotta
Right.
be ready.
Plus, that's what we like doing. And I kind of did that. I kind of got my knack for taking pictures and putting all that stuff together because I'm a clothing designer, make clothes, and I quickly
And
saw.
she just does it so well.
Yeah, thank you. I quickly saw that in order to be taken seriously, your pictures need to be up to par.
Yeah.
And it's all in the detail,
Oh yeah,
right?
of course.
And so, I was like, well, let's do a Glam for a Day giveaway. So we're going to treat somebody like a queen for a day. And the winner, we're going to do a drawing this week. We should have done it in April, I promised then, but just
Stuff
happens.
Stuff happens,
Right.
life happens. But we're here, guys. We're not doing anything sideways. But the winner gets we're going to have a full MUA. They're going to get a full set of lashes.
Face beat.
Face
Right.
beat, right? We're going to do their hair. We're going to tailor their look to them, what looks best on them. So, I mean, you can chime in, but
Oh, I'm gonna enter.
and we're gonna combine it with a shoot that we're gonna do anyway.
Right.
So it's gonna be an amazing time. We're gonna wardrobe them.
Yeah, we have
I
a lot
love
of fun.
that.
We
Yeah.
always have a lot of fun.
We
when we're together.
always- it's
yeah.
like-
I always see it
magic.
on your Instagram. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh
It's
my God,
magic.
they
It's
are
magical.
doing anything.
Yeah,
I
and
love
so we
it.
decided
Yeah, me
to
too.
have do a drawing. It's a minimum purchase of $25 to enter, which is nothing. This is like $1,000 shoot, pretty much.
Right.
And we're gonna hook you up. You're gonna have some beautiful pictures. We'll do a blog piece on you, and you'll just be like a queen.
Yeah, so you need to enter,
Yeah. Hang out with
And
us
so
for a
we
day.
will be doing the drawing this week. So just stay tuned and stay ready.
Yay.
Just wanted to slip that in
I love it.
before we slip into the DM.
Are you live on yours?
I
Yeah.
am.
Okay.
Or do you have people listening?
Yeah, do we
Yeah,
have people?
we have some
listening?
people. We have people
I think
going
it's
in
like
and out.
3 people.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm getting out.
You want me to go on?
Yeah, you can go on and ask, and maybe somebody will ask a question.
Do you know
Yeah.
if we have any?
I am live.
Hey.
Yeah, anybody got any questions that they want to ask?
Let's just see.
Let's see. Let's give them a minute, guys.
Yeah, because you guys just went.
I have a question.
Okay.
Says, if the relaxer sales are down, why are hair schools miseducating students on how to properly care for natural hair?
Ah,
That's a great question.
that's a great question. That's a great question.
All right.
Somebody else said.
So
Ayana
we're
does
live
what for the
on
hair.
Hair and Whatever. Say hi, people, to my followers.
Hola. We're gonna get to your question,
Yes, we're gonna get to that question because that's a really good question.
and
And I just think that it's part of getting your license. That's part
It
of
is.
getting a master cosmetology. That's state recommended that you have to take these that part of the course to pass to get your license.
I mean,
To
and
learn how
that's
to, you mean like doing relaxers?
Doing relaxers, and I think if you are gonna do relaxers, you need to professionally know how to do
No,
it,
definitely. I think, I definitely agree. I think part of the issue with cosmetology schools, because I went to Paul Mitchell, which is like a cut and color. They go
Yeah.
to Van Michael, go to Paul Mitchell,
Right.
go to it's a whole different kind of hair world.
Yeah, Aveda.
Different hair world. I feel like they don't consider natural hair and
No.
braiding.
It's not in the curriculum.
It's not even
You know,
really in the
they don't
curriculum like
at
that.
all.
They don't take
Yeah.
it seriously.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get it because if you are gonna, like you said, if you are gonna do color, if you
And
are gonna do
chemicals.
relaxer, you need to know what you're doing.
Exactly.
So-
Because you're handling a chemical, so you need to
Right.
know the theory behind it.
You can burn
You need-
someone.
You can burn someone's scalp. Yeah.
Seriously,
So
you can burn someone.
Yeah.
literally,
You can get burnt.
Chemical
Right.
burn.
Yeah.
So,
So
sorry.
yeah.
Real
Do you
smooth.
guys have any questions? We're doing a live for Hair and Whatever. It slipped into the DMs. You guys have
another
any
one.
questions? These are stylists from the A.
You said there was another question.
So any questions about natural hair, they can answer. I can answer. So shoot.
Yeah, someone asked, Ionic does what for the hair? Because you referred Ionic.
So it goes on. It goes with the bonds of the hair. So like you have negative and positive bonds. So a lot of times, like if you put it in, I can't remember if it's the negative or the positive. It's like smoothing. One is for
Right.
smoothing and one
Right,
is for
right.
volume.
Right.
Yeah, so you
yeah.
can kind of switch it on and off. I used to have a dryer that would switch it on and off to
Yeah.
the negative
That,
bonds
yeah.
or the positive bonds, and one is mostly for for volume, and then one is for smooth. Yeah.
We
So
had
that's
those
what-
when I
Y'all,
worked at
it used to be
Dream
so
Dry.
funny when Soy and I worked together. I remember when Soy first started doing sew-ins.
Oh my God. Yes.
She was
I'm
like,
gonna go live on Hair and Whatever.
like, I can't do this.
Right. And look, and I don't even do them. I don't do
So
them.
it was just so funny when you get frustrated. We would
Yes.
just laugh. I was telling Sahara one day in the salon where you had mixed this color up and you was and spilled all of it. You was like, oh my God.
just so extra
That
and dramatic.
sucks. That's like the worst thing ever. It's like, what?
Right.
Yes. Oh my
Spilled all
God.
the
You
color.
got
All
the
the
color.
product.
Oh
Oh,
my
my
God.
daggone professional product.
Yeah, yeah. We
Hate
used to
that.
have so much fun in
We
that
did.
little space. Didn't
This
we?
is where I got my natural hair start from. Like this one was my
Yeah.
first natural hair salon.
Aw.
Like one of the first ones. Yeah, I worked at like maybe one other, but then I came to you.
Yeah.
So and I
Yeah.
learned so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We all did.
Someone said, our plant-based yoga musing said that sister's afro is life-affirming. She said your afro is life-affirming.
It is. It really is.
Thank you.
I know you get. Is that your hair?
Hair.
Right.
Yes, that a wig.
Is that a song?
It's not a
Is that a
wig, I
T-shirt?
promise.
Right.
Is that a T-shirt? Is
What?
that your real hair?
Is that your real hair? Right.
A lot of people would I would post pictures, and the other pages would take my pictures and post them on their page.
Yeah.
And people be like, "Is a fake? Is a wig?
That's a wig.
Is
Oh,
a wig?"
yeah, I
But
see
you
it.
know what?
But
Her
you know, I was
hair-
about to say, people used to say the same thing to me.
Yeah.
Like when I wear it in a puff. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I thought that was a piece.
Right.
Yeah.
Like no.
No.
And you too can
Right.
have this.
Like really?
You too. Yeah, yeah.
fake?
You can.
Right.
But you know what?
Thank you.
though? You know that is like I love what I do. You know, I really do. And I wish more people who really can't take care of their hair would come to us,
Right.
and let us show them that
Show them
your
the way.
hair can grow,
Right.
that your hair can be beautiful,
Right.
But you got to come to me, because clearly you don't know what you're doing. But let me show
Exactly.
you. I want to show you.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I'm about to check the DMs.
that's what we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's get into our whatever portion, and let's talk about.
So we are going to talk about loyalty is royalty. How loyal are you to your BFF?
Loyalty.
Yes.
That's a big one.
Yeah, it is. So
Define loyalty.
basically, so say if, for instance, you know, you're out and you see your BFF's man like with someone else.
Yeah.
Like, do you tell them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, you know, if it's your BFF, if
Right.
it's your BFF,
Right.
If it's, you know, somebody you just, I don't know.
Like acquaintance?
Yeah,
or
the
whatever?
acquaintance.
No,
if
we're
they-
talking about BFFs. We're not talking about
no
I don't-
acquaintance.
Yeah.
But
Right.
if it's your
BFF.
BFF, absolutely, because you put yourself in their shoes. Would you want to know?
Hell,
Yeah.
motherfucking yeah.
Absolutely.
I
and my
mean-
loyalty is to you, not him.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And that's what she was saying.
I'm
Right.
a Capricorn. I don't know if you
Capricorns
guys...
in the house.
Yeah, so
Cappy,
Capricorns, I
Yeah.
know we're really big on loyalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we
We're
are.
really, really big on
Yeah.
loyalty and honesty. And I personally, you know, I have a best friend, but, you know, I had a best friend growing up, best friend for life type of situation. And then you turn 18, 19, you change.
Yeah.
And your whole friend group starts to switch. So I'm 23 now. And, like, because I'm so big on loyalty and honesty and, like, friendships, I don't play. So I feel like it's taken me time to really build my friendships up to even see who is a real friend.
Yeah.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
And
Because I don't
things
play.
change and
Yeah.
seasons change, you know. Like, I mean, sometimes, you know, that those people were a part of your life then.
Definitely.
But then, you know, the
Yeah.
season has changed. I don't know. I mean, let's play devil's advocate. Like, so, like, what if you guys do tell the best friend and, you know, they end up still being with the person,
Not
and
your
then
business.
you feel like, you know, you did them a disservice by saying something.
Yeah, that's not your business.
not
At
your
the end of the
business.
day, like, you played your part, and you know in your heart that that's what you
Yeah.
was supposed to do.
You did what
Ultimately,
you
I'm
needed
your
to do, yeah.
I'm your friend.
Right.
And whatever you decide to do with your man, that's your business.
Right.
And I'm not gonna not be your friend.
because of that.
Because
I'm here
of
to
that.
love and
Yeah.
support
Right.
you.
Yeah.
We
Of
spoke
course.
about
Yeah.
it briefly.
And that makes it really easy.
Yeah, we spoke
Yeah.
about briefly, and it's all about how you also deliver the message.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, if I see
Right.
my best friend's man somewhere, I'm gonna be like, listen, this is what happened, and you know, I saw this motherfucker.
That's you.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, you may want to talk about it with him, and listen, at the end of the day, look, I'm gonna ride with you. If you want to go pop his tires, and
What's good?
we could go, but you
I'm
could,
not popping no
you know,
tires
if
now.
right, no, but I'm
I'm
saying
just
like,
kidding.
right, obviously,
pop a
we're
tire.
that's way.
Listen, you know how Latin and black girls do. Listen,
Yes.
So if that's what you want to do, we could go, and if not, like, if you want to forgive him, then I'm here for you. You want to cry on my shoulder, whatever it is, but don't make her feel like you better leave that. You
Right,
know,
no, that's
listen,
no.
it's it's
Like it's an ultimatum.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Yeah.
Like, this is
Yeah.
what I'm, because people, honestly, people cheat. People
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
things that they don't, you know, or
I mean, and at the end of the day, that relationship is between the two of them. So
Right.
Exactly.
Whatever it
Is
is
going on.
understanding, agreement, love.
Right.
You don't know what's going on
It-
when they close the door to their bedroom and it's
Yeah,
just the two of them.
that's what I say. Like, you
You
know,
know?
Yeah.
they're the only
pillow
two
talk.
people.
Woo.
And that's what we were
Yeah.
gonna say
Say.
about pillow. You know, like, do you pillow talk? But back to that, like, I actually remember a scenario that had backfired on a friend. You know, where she actually told her best friend that her man came on to her.
Do I know this person? No.
You do.
I do.
Yeah, but
yeah,
we ain't gonna get it.
No, of course not.
Yes,
I don't do that.
I mean, and they had they grew up together. They were, they
Ay,
went to
Dios
high
mío.
school and everything. And as soon as she like told them that, hey, listen, let me tell you, like your man is tripping. Like he came over, and I had to push him away. And
That is awful.
And today they're not friends because of
Look
it.
though, if I see him, I'm gonna walk up to him like this. Hey, I see you. You see
Right,
me?
right.
I'm telling.
Right.
Girl.
I'm telling, bro.
Wow.
So I mean, yeah.
I don't know. A situation like that, it's always like, at the end of the day, like everything will always be revealed. The
Yeah.
truth always comes
Comes
to
out.
light.
Comes out, right.
You don't
One way or the other.
one way or the
Yeah.
other. So if you're in a situation like that and your friend doesn't trust you enough to think that, yeah, her man came on to you and I'm here to tell you because I love you.
Exactly.
And you want to stop being friends with me for that?
Right.
Then we don't need to be friends.
Like
Right.
what you do
That's
to make
that's
him
her,
come.
right.
do
That's
that,
her
you know.
insecurity.
It is.
Exactly.
It is.
And
Absolutely.
I don't
know?
need that in my life.
Right.
Right.
We got business to handle. There's
Right.
too much money to be made. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
And
Exactly.
let's play devil's advocate when it comes to that, right? Like
Uh-huh.
it can be her insecurity, and it also like can taint your relationship with her because damn, I love my man, but then my man kind of likes her too. So you know what I'm saying? Like
Oh
that's
my God.
that's
Wait, say that again. You said what?
like, let's say, okay, I love my best friend and, she told me about it and she can be insecure about herself
Right.
when it comes to her best friend.
Right.
But then her man also is like,
Been looking at
looking
checking
at
her
your
Yeah.
best friend. Like, who do you choose? You don't,
Yeah.
like, sometimes it becomes that where, like, I don't want my man around her, and I love my man. He's the one that gives me the dick.
Right.
Look,
Right. Got you caught
yeah,
up.
but you know what though? You can't even
Right.
deal with that because that's your friend, and as long as you trust her,
Yeah.
it boils down to trust.
Right.
You gonna ex your friend because your man came on there?
Right.
Exactly.
And
He's
then
probably doing that to other women.
Right.
If
but then
anybody gets
what I'm
kicked
saying
out,
is,
it has to be him.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying is certain women are not
yeah.
ready to make that
No.
choice.
Right.
And they just like, okay, well, I'm going to stick with my man and feel insecure about your best friend.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I
And,
think-
and that's what happened.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's definitely a situation where I would just distance myself. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You don't say anything. You just love them right where they're at.
Yeah.
And you just visualize, do some mental work, don't say anything, and just let the situation roll back around and resolve
Right.
itself.
Yeah.
But she
You
told me
know.
something when she was 18 because they say Capricorns they grow old.
Yeah.
They start out.
They start old and
They
then
start-
we
yeah, that's
start
what
to
I'm
get
sorry, they start young.
Like Benjamin Button, basically.
Yeah, yeah. But she told me
Start
when she was
wilding out
about
at
18, and this is literally one of my mantras. The universe is divine and perfect. Balance is always restored.
right.
Yeah. Always.
Right.
That sums it up.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? Nothing.
Nothing. Just
Nothing.
sit back.
I'm just gonna
Let it be.
play out.
Let it be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about pillow talk? Do you guys pillow talk? Like
To your man?
yeah, to your man, like telling your friend's business to your
No.
man.
Oh,
Oh.
that's that.
I was gonna
pillow
say
talk.
define
That
pillow
kind of
talk.
talk.
I've learned not to. I've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done it, but you
And you've
can't
learned
do that.
you can't do that.
because he
And then
Some
to
men
me,
can't handle certain
They
things.
can't handle it, and they'll use it against
Yeah,
you.
Right.
absolutely. It always
your
comes back
friend's
to bite you.
business?
Yep.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
friend's
Don't tell
business
him.
to your man.
You can't tell him.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
I mean, me and my boyfriend now are really, really close.
Yeah.
We're really close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't tell him everything.
Yeah.
You know, just whatever is like relevant, I guess. But I never like pass any like boundaries or any lines. You know
Right.
what I
Things that
mean?
she's
Yeah.
asked you not to
Yeah.
disclose.
Yeah.
and
no.
and certain things, even if she doesn't want you to like if she doesn't say, I think like you gotta know.
You gotta know.
You're not gonna know that that's
Absolutely.
private, and that's
Right.
what we talk about.
And my
Right.
boyfriend doesn't care. Like,
I mean, but
Men
you never
generally
know
don't
if he then uses it against you. Even
That's
even
crazy.
if
Yeah.
it's happened.
you gonna
That's
go
not
there?
happening to me.
You gonna go
you
with
gonna
her?
go with her then. You remember you said that,
That
you
she
know,
was-
that she was
yeah.
wilding
I don't
out.
trust her.
Yeah, I don't trust her. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, it happens.
She doing that.
She doing
That's
that.
your
So why?
friend.
That's your friend. So what
Yeah.
you doing? You know,
Yeah.
birds of a feather.
dang,
Don't tell.
that's
Can't
never
tell.
happened to me before.
Can't tell.
I can't relate.
All right.
Yeah.
23.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta live a little bit longer.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. I'm with it.
Do you guys live together?
Yeah.
Give it a little more time.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pregnant and we've been living together for a year and a half. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, just don't tell him everything.
Yeah,
No,
but-
I won't.
yeah.
I
You don't
won't.
need to know.
You know.
Yeah, I have a friend that, she's married and she does not like, text or talk. Like, like she's just, all right, I'm gonna call you, you know what I'm saying? We'll talk, or, vice versa. Or,
Right.
like we just know girl code, like it's just not.
Oh, definitely.
But you know
Yeah.
what? It's funny because I've learned even, with my close girlfriends, if she's having a problem with her guy, if she don't bring it up, we ain't gonna talk about it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm not trying to check on it. Well, what'd he do?
Right.
Trying to.
Well, what happened?
Yeah.
Right.
No, I'm not wallowing in that. I'm not, I'm not.
I don't care, honestly.
Yeah.
Look, I'm here to, give you advice. If you ask for, I'm here to talk to you.
Yeah.
I got my own shit to
Exactly.
deal with.
I would be
Yeah.
general. I'll say, so how's so and so been acting? Are y'all good?
How's
I mean,
everything
Yeah,
there's,
but
a,
not
there's
like-
a place
but
for
not
it.
like,
There's
you
a
know,
place
like,
for it.
so
That's
what y'all
genuine
end up,
concern.
you know,
Yeah, there's
yeah.
a place for genuine
Right.
concern.
There could be a difference between, like, being messy
Yeah.
and, actually being concerned, you know?
Right,
But if
right.
you
Because
don't
we
bring
talk
some
all the
of it,
time
you
and you'll
bring
be
it
like,
up.
so
If
what's
you don't
up?
bring it
Like,
up,
and I
you
ask
ain't
you,
bring it
like, so what's up?
Right.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
straight?
Right. You straight?
You
Okay,
good?
let's go.
All right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fuck this nigga.
BFF, being a
Right.
good friend, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So wait, last question.
Oh, okay.
Do you share your BFF's business? Like, do you share like with other girlfriends?
oh, that's right. No.
No.
No, you
Not
shouldn't.
unless.
No.
Not unless my friend has already disclosed said information.
Into that.
but-
Right, like
Relation.
if we both know about the,
Right,
the
right,
information, then
right.
yeah, we'll speak
Right.
on it. But no.
And
No.
again,
For what?
honestly,
No.
just over the years, you just when you and I've done it before.
Yeah.
You see, I
Yeah.
have done it before. But when you move past something, you can actually kind of admit to the shit that you've done and that
Yeah.
you don't do anymore, and that's not cool.
It's
Right,
not.
it's not.
It's not cool.
And even
Don't be
you
telling
know,
other folks'
You
business.
don't. And even in the salon, like like that shouldn't. You shouldn't be spreading other clients' business.
Oh, no.
Stylists shouldn't talk about other clients.
yeah.
No.
That's
Other
messy.
clients. It's freaking messy.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's making you look bad
It
because they're like.
creates
And
energy.
unprofessional. Yeah.
It's unprofessional. It creates an energy, and they're like, "Well, damn, what the hell? When I leave, she
she
probably
talking about
talking about me,
Right.
So,
And then also like when the client comes in, like, talking about, the salon, the client kind of like has that, relationship with you and feels comfortable, and it's kind of the place
Definitely.
to
Yeah.
like,
Let it
Let it
out.
out.
Oh
let it out.
man,
Yeah.
we are therapists.
yeah,
Right.
therapists, yeah,
Yeah,
We really are, like the bartender.
It goes from the shampoo bowl when they're getting their, to de-stress
Man,
and all that
you
stuff.
develop some close relationships.
You
with
sure
your
do.
clients.
I look
Yeah.
forward to some of my
Oh,
clients.
me
too.
It's like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
too.
yeah, like
I haven't seen you.
Like when I've
Right.
had clients to like maybe cut all their hair off, there's no reason to come, or they move. It's like, dang,
Yeah.
you don't
Right.
talk anymore,
Right.
Because you got your talk in when they came for their visit for
Appointment, yeah.
appointment,
Yeah.
and it's just interesting. I've thought about that. So is this really my friend?
Yeah,
Right. Was she my real
Because they pay you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
And I know
have-
they've had that thought too, like,
Yeah.
yeah, but I really like her.
I really
Yeah.
am.
Right, right,
Yeah. I
It's
feel like I'm
interesting.
friends with a lot of my clients.
Absolutely, I do
Yeah.
too.
And I look forward to like, oh my gosh, we
We
have
have
one
one
You
client.
think about them like,
Right.
where's
We be
Erica?
ready for
Right.
it. So what's
Ready.
up?
Right.
Like,
Right.
what is up? Okay.
When there's kids in the salon, we're like, damn.
Damn,
right,
right,
right.
Or when there's somebody else in the salon.
Yeah,
you can't have that
exactly.
talk.
Like,
Man,
damn.
gotta wait.
Well, I tell
Girl,
you,
I'll catch
tell
you next time.
time.
Right, I'll catch you in 2 weeks.
Damn it.
Oh, she's coming on Thursday.
Wait for the story. You
Yeah.
almost want to damn near block out some time. And be
Right.
Like, shit, let me
But
just
I
block
tell
it
you
out.
what, I have met some really beautiful people that actually are friends.
Right.
Yeah.
That I see apart from appointments.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, I have one
Yeah.
friend. She became my best friend over the course of the year. We were like, dang, we're best friends. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
she's our lash girl.
Yeah.
She does our lashes, and I do her hair. It's a
Blink
barter.
Atlanta.
Yeah, it's a barter.
Yeah,
Okay.
Blink
Right.
ATL.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
she's
we
amazing.
just became best friends from
Right.
seeing each other every other week.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, if it weren't for the barter, we wouldn't have become friends.
Right.
Right.
You know.
it just brings relationships together.
Definitely.
Yeah, hair
Definitely.
does.
Hair
Soy,
does that.
Soy and I,
Exactly. Yeah.
we just like, from day one.
Yeah.
Now, are you from Bronx too? Are the Bronx?
No.
Which
From
one?
Queens.
From Queens. Okay.
Well, me and mom are like best friends now.
So you're from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is,
I am. Listen,
you are from Atlanta.
I am.
But you still got a little,
But I'm from
little
New York. Yeah, she
swag.
got
That's
that
just
little
swag
flavor.
now.
Oh, that's
I'll give it
cute.
to
Well, I'm straight up from the A.
ATL.
Shouty.
But yeah, Soy and I, we only know each other for how long?
I don't. Not even has it been?
It hasn't even been a year,
Wow.
but everything like
Yeah.
we're
Just
in
lined
sync.
up. Yeah.
So she's good at certain things and I'm good at certain
Yeah.
things, and it doesn't feel like
No competition.
It's
No,
beautiful.
I'm good at-
Competition is a
that
lie.
balance.
And
yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a
and
lie.
her,
Let me ask you something.
she's really good at.
Go ahead.
She's good at like whatever. I lost my train of thought.
I know. I get it.
It threw you off.
Whatever I'm good at. I mean, whatever you're good at. Wait.
You guys balance each other
Yeah,
out.
she's-
right,
yeah.
What you're
right,
good at, what
right.
you're not good at, she's got your back.
There we
She's gonna
go.
pick it up,
Yeah.
and vice versa.
Right.
And that's with me and Sahara. Like she said, we've become. She's like my best friend.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I was like,
That's
oh my
so-
god,
I
I never
love
thought
that.
I'd give birth to my business
That's-
partner.
That's
Yeah,
so
that's crazy.
cool.
That's
my
awesome.
best friend.
It's
Yeah.
crazy how it just
Because that's
lined
how I
up.
She
consider her
knows
my
me.
business partner.
She
Right.
knows me, like
Yeah.
inside and out.
And there's no judgment, like when it comes to like, you know, I
Yeah.
tell Soy about herself and she tells me about myself.
Definitely.
no, what I was thinking was, and it's so sidebar. I'm so ashamed, but do people tell you you remind them of Cardi B?
Some people, but it's rare.
Really?
And I take offense of that because it's like the
Cardi
way-
B.
Yeah, like
Really?
I don't like.
Why?
Yeah, I look like her.
I don't. Think
I
so.
speak like her.
Maybe it's the Bronx because y'all both from the Bronx.
It's the Bronx thing then.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's the Dominican Bronx thing.
It's the
Yeah.
Dominican
It's
Bronx
probably-
thing.
But I don't see Cardi B at all.
Yeah, I
personally.
mean, a lot of people say that, you know, but I don't see
It's
it.
the Bronx thing.
Yeah. Is it
It's
the Bronx thing?
Yeah.
and Dominican.
Mm-hmm. Because
Okay.
Cardi B is like,
Off the chain.
Not her
She
personality.
off the chain, yeah.
Not her personality. Just
the essence.
the essence. Of,
really?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and I think she's beautiful.
No, she's
Yeah.
gorgeous. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's funny.
No. Like one of
One of our distributors.
He
that come
does it
by,
on purpose?
He calls her Cardi B.
yeah.
He comes in and just be like, "What's up, Cardi B?
Well, now you don't
How's
want to be called Cardi B,
Offset?"
right?
yeah, like no.
Yeah. No, I
I'm
get
taking
that.
it too far.
Right.
Yeah.
I
So
get
he
that.
does that to kind of like tick me off and stuff like that. And when people say, "Oh, you're from the Bronx," like, well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Bronx. It just shaped me to who I am. You
Yeah.
know,
Right,
like,
right.
Well,
you know,
of
like
course.
it gave me character. It gave me, you know, who I
I
am
think
today.
it's the Bronx thing.
Yeah.
I'm seeing.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the Bronx
It's
thing.
the Bronx thing.
I probably remind you of her father.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. It's a
kinda.
thing.
yeah.
It's definitely a thing. Yo,
Yeah.
what's good, son?
Yeah.
What's good?
Yeah.
My dad, I feel like because he's in Atlanta, he hasn't been in New York. He kind of like overcompensates a little bit.
Right.
Like he goes a little too
Yeah.
hard.
He's like, I'm
with
not losing
things.
this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
My
He
saying?
doesn't want to.
He's like, I'm Dominican and I'm from the Bronx. That's who I am. You know, I want everybody to know. You know, that's how
But
he
as
is.
thick as her grandmother's accent is to us, she said now when she visits DR,
Right.
people say, "Oh, you have an accent."
Yeah, that's like when I go to New
Yeah.
York. Mhm.
It's like, what? Wow.
Yeah, my niece told me the other day, like, "Oh, you speak proper."
What?
Really?
Yeah.
From being in Atlanta?
Not from being in Atlanta.
Oh,
Like I
okay.
feel like over the course of time, like I think, you know, growing up there and just being in that bubble, like you just speak a certain way and you say certain things,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
you kind of overcome that and see that life is much more, and how sometimes you have to communicate a certain way with certain people and tell them about their
Absolutely.
shit
Definitely.
in an educated way.
Definitely.
You know?
Absolutely.
And instead
To
of
be
just
respected
popping
and
off.
And just
heard.
instead of popping off and just telling,
Right.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, there's
calling
a place
everybody
for that.
'Cause you wanna be
bitch,
heard.
hoe,
Right.
and
Oh no,
hoe.
no, you can't be heard over that. There's nothing else to be said.
She didn't mean it. She didn't mean it in a mean way or anything like that.
Right.
But she was just like, "Oh my God!" Like you actually,
Okay.
I sent her like a voice message, and she was like, "Oh my God, you speak so good!" Like,
You're articulate.
yeah,
She heard
is
your
good.
shift.
right, exactly. And I
Change
can,
is
I
good.
it shifts to Spanish, it shifts to the Bronx, it shifts to, you know, the white girl. Let me
But
stop.
look, you know what though? That's being black in America.
Heck
Right.
yeah.
You better code switch.
Right.
Right.
You need to.
You better code switch.
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, this was
All
fun.
Yeah.
Yay.
Everything came full circle.
That
Right.
was fun.
Yeah.
Everything
Girls,
does
we
lead
came
up.
full circle.
Yes. And y'all have to check out their product. Where can they find you?
We're at naturalbeautyorganics.com, and we are on the shelves at 7 Under and
Nice.
Little 5 Points. We've been there for about 2 years. And we'll be at Tasty Tuesdays tomorrow at 7 Under. We'll have the products. We'll be vending.
7 Under is a little 5
Yeah, so
points,
y'all
guys.
go check them out, and the drawing that's
The
coming,
drawing. Yeah, we're
that's
going to
up
do. What's today?
to Monday.
Today is
It's the
Monday.
6th, right?
Okay.
But this is not going to air out until Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you guys are live though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, guys, we're doing the drawing this week, at the end of this week. And for the podcast, we did it last week.
Right.
Corny.
So you'll see it like who won next week.
Right.
you know?
You'll see. Yeah.
And our Instagram is naturalbeauty_organics.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you guys follow us. We're at Hearing Whatever Podcast on SoundCloud, YouTube,
On iTunes.
and iTunes.
And Soy, I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, you're welcome.
And it was so nice
Yeah,
meeting
it's
you.
nice to meet you,
You're
too.
lovely.
yes.
All right.
All right.
All
We out
right.
here.
Peace.